Listen, One Wing, I saw what you were saying. Don't think I don't know what's going on here. Don't think I don't know what's going on here. I'm not late. A wizard is neither late nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
What?
And One Wing, I'm tired of your crap. Legitimately tired of your crap. You start with me and I'm going to put you in a...
Arm bar!
So, you know... Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Brett, how are you? Don't tempt you with a good time, One Wing? Fair enough. No. We're not getting a new Steve Austin. Hey, Fifth Element, how are you? I'll give you a hint. This is a hint of who we're getting this weekend. I'm not saying it is him, but this is a hint. Sonic?
You're gonna ask me a bunch of questions? Is that what you were gonna do?
And, all I have to say to you is...
What?
I feel like you missed something somewhere. In fact, what is the title of that really crappy streamer that makes videos on YouTube's for champions? What was the title? He had some kind of clickbait title for EO. Give me a second. Let me find that. Hold on. What is it? I would take her 6-star before Liv. Huh. Yeah, alright. Indeed. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. He is saying shoosh. Listen. We don't talk about Gable. Shoosh. Anyway. Alright. So, we got a blog. And I think there's other stuff. What that'll be for sure, I don't know. If anybody's even watching right now, I don't know. Everybody seems to think they know the weekend character, but as we all know, subject to change is a thing. A lot of people complained about EO. Just saying. A lot of people complained about EO. You never know. You never know till you know. You'd love to see the Great Muda at some point? Sensei?
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
Okay? Sensei? Alright.
Yeah.
That's right, you will, Sensei. I mean, I know, but I'm not telling. Hey, Kenzie, how are you? What's up, Simon? Scamex, you think I'm called? I might be. I know I do a lot of that. So, let's start off with, as I like to do, talking to you guys. How do you guys feel about the Austin event? I'm not going to say a word until I let other people talk. So you won't know how I feel until after you guys get a chance. How do you feel about the Austin event? Michael Graham says paywall. Bill Anderson says lame. Captain Canada says he's not happy he doesn't have enough Austins. Can you expand on that, Captain Canada? What do you need more Austins for specifically? Jazz says it's a midweek event like every other. Jim Jobber thinks it's extremely Restricted. You did well with Zombie Austin? You don't have any of the Austins required.
What? What?
You don't have any of the Austins required?
What?
Okay. You're good, Grim? Yeah. Alright. You don't have any of the Austins? Okay. Ferg says it's an event rewarding those who spent. Interesting take, Ferg. How do you suppose it's rewarding somebody that spent for Ghostbuster Austin or Motu Austin? How do you suppose they're getting rewarded? I'm just getting people's feedback before I give my own. Can I play that again? Play...
What?
Not sure what you're asking. I have Motu Austin. He was not spend to get. He was blow all of your resources to get. I got him in his event by being willing to blow all of my resources. People that had many, many more resources than me refused to spend them to not get them. It was a very terrible situation. I actually was sick to my stomach afterwards. I used literally every resource I had, but I got him. Did not spend a dime, just resources. So no, he is not necessarily paywalled. He was a 0 shard release if you didn't finish in the, I think that was 30, 20, 30, something like that. But yeah, I didn't pay a dime for mine. So he technically, for those people, wasn't necessarily paywalled. There are a lot bigger players that didn't come away with him during that event. Just people weren't willing to go all in. He is very hard to pull, though. So in a lot of cases, he is a very paywalled. But no, he is extremely hard to pull, yes. You don't think it was a paywall event at all? Yeah, so here's the thing. If you have a card, you get... Sorry, poster. Don't find me, Furpo.
What?
He is paywalled for sure. Yep. But I didn't pay to get him, other than resources. But that's still paying, right? Ghostbuster Cena was a great card. Still is. Hey, Donnie, how are you? 937 gold. I would say, given the current state of the game and what the max level is, they don't start at that high, to be honest. Also, given the trainers and stuff in the game, I don't think normal mode is started that high, personally. So, I want to give my opinion on the event. I want to address some of the things that were said in the chat. And things I've seen said somewhere else. The biggest thing I've said is, it's not fair, I can't do the Blitz, I don't have 5 Austins. Let's go to the Blitz. I have 5 Austins. There's something I don't have, though. Any guesses? What I don't have? A ticket. A ticket. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a ticket. So, for everyone complaining about needing 5 Austins, if you don't have 5 Austins, you're not spending $20 for a ticket. So first off, anyone mad because you can't do the blitz, guess what? You probably weren't going to pay $20, just like I'm not going to pay $20. So, just want to say something I've heard a lot of people say, that it's totally not fair. I can't do the blitz because I don't have 5 Austins. Well, $20 to do the blitz regardless. And if you don't have 5 Austins, I'd be willing to bet you wouldn't be willing to pay $20 to do a blitz. I am the madness. How is that a cop-out answer? Waiting to hear you extrapolate, sir. Yeah, the blog's out yet. It is. I can show it at any time. I'm just not right now. I'm doing this first. No ticket with backstage.
What?
So, we'll go better than this. It's a $20 paid event that makes whales get even more coin. That's the second time I've heard this referred to being as a whale event. All right. Let's say you got every Austin. I have all but one. What do I get that you don't? Well, if you have all of them, you get this milestone. You get some TP, sure. But full disclosure, if you have all the Austins, this isn't very much TP. Just full disclosure. And you get 24,000 prize wall coins. Wow, that's a lot, right? You have all of the Austins, you get that. Let's take a look at the prize wall. Since this only benefits the people that spend in the whales, let's just take a look at the prize wall. Let's do that. I have all but one, keep in mind. I have all but one. All right. What can I get? What? Ooh, I really want one of these. I don't have him. I think I'm close. Oh.
What?
Hmm? Hmm. Hmm? Hmm. 470,000 short. Okay. Not that close. No, not that. I already have him, and I have enough shards to take him for free. Oh, hey, Fat Jord, how are you? All right. No. Oh, wait. I can get this 25% gem damage strap for my Motu Austin. Sweet. Let's look at my Motu Austin. Oh, shoot. Oh, dang it. All right. Okay. Here. Well, so what am I gonna? I don't even use that card, Mania. I'm just addressing the comments that this event is strictly for the whales. Everyone who watches me knows I am often not considered a friend of whales. In fact, I get a lot of opposite comments, right? So the point really, guys, I'm trying to make is people spend a lot of time being mad, and a lot of times they don't even know why. Like in the case of the Blitz, they're mad because they couldn't do the Blitz because they didn't have 5 characters. But imagine having the characters that you spent for and worked for, and now you can't do the Blitz. Right? I bet you the people that have every single Austin are much more irritated that they can't do a Blitz than the person with only 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or none. Because there was someone that said they had none. So, realistically, I don't think education is a waste of time, Thomas. So what am I going to do with my resources? I'm going to buy resources. That's what I'm going to do with mine. And you know what? That's helpful. Will it get me as many resources as I put into acquiring Austin in that event? Not even close. Will it give me as many resources as I put into stunning Steve to be able to beat the 6-star tour? Not even close. But it will give me back some of that. So, like most events, this is how I look at them. I look at what I have on my roster, not what other people have on theirs, and then I go and I look at the event and see what I can get. What's my max? For me, this was my max. I did get an additional 30 million coin, which is nice. The rest of this is essentially meaningless, and 30 million coin is 2/3, not even 2/3 of a current coin event. And this was bonus 2. I did get 3 KTP, which is nice. This, where I'm at, doesn't matter at all, right? So really, guys, the point I'm making is there isn't as big a difference as you would think between being able to do one more tour or 2 more tours, right? I think it's a solid midweek event. As normal, you should take events as they come and not look at what you don't have. Look at what you have, play the game, have fun with it, don't have fun with it, whatever, right? You don't want to pay for a blitz? I don't want to pay for the blitz. No one makes me. There's nothing to get mad about, right? It's my decision. Nobody ever makes me pay for anything. That's up to me. I don't want to do a pull. I'm not doing a pull, you know? So basically, you can spend a bunch of time being mad over really nothing, or just try and have some fun with the game, you know? So anyway, I honestly, like most of the time, think it's a great midweek event because I got stuff that I wasn't going to get for doing a few tours. My reward for whether it was spending, working hard, or whatever, is I get a few more resources than somebody that didn't work as hard or spend as much. One or the other. Sometimes both, right? And in this case, I'm rank 154 without spending, and I'm really not getting that much more than somebody without Mo2 Austin. I'm getting basically 30 million coins more than someone without Mo2 Austin. So, yeah, it's an Austin 316 day. What do you want them to do? Everything is centered around Austin, guys.
What?
There's Austin stuff there. Most everyone has all the Austins except the 3 shards that are given out, you know? So, hey, Restate, how are you? Yep, definitely do your portal claim. So honestly, you know, I don't think it's a bad event at all. I think it's a good event. Simply because I logged in, I did some tours, I got some stuff, and yeah. Is it the best event ever? Nah. The best events are ones like we had last weekend. I thought was fantastic. Boss battle. I mean, for me, Evo, I think it's a fine midweek, right? The free stuff is in line with what I like from the game. It's what I expect. So gold chest. You're bummed you didn't get a gold chest? For what, this guy? Let's see what's in gold chest. Well, mine was 100 Austin shards. Hall of Fame. I'd happily give you my 100 Austin shards if it would make you happy. But it wouldn't. We had a 420 event one year. It had Dude Love and a few others. Also, you can buy a gold chest off the prize wall. It's there. I just wouldn't. Stone Cold and LA Knight at WrestleMania would be amazing. Just FYI.
Yeah. What?
So yeah. But again, people always focus on what they don't have, and that's human nature. What other people have, what you don't have. It's really easy for me to say, and you've probably heard me say it, there's people with a lot better roster than me. And then people look at my roster and they're like, oh, you have way better stuff than I have. That's always the way it is, right? There's always somebody with better stuff, better roster. Maybe they made better choices, better strap, better medals. And you know, you can spend your whole time looking at that, or just try and build a roster you like and have fun with. So I don't think I think this is a normal event. Not good, not bad, just normal. Ed has a lot, but he is not like he doesn't have like competition. Like if there's a few people in the game that can easily go head to head with Ed. Yeah, not many have a better tech Gable, exactly. So anyway, guys, I think it's a normal event. Also, for the people that say events are spend events, my statement would be,
Yeah.
it's how the game makes money. They let you play for free. They run events as a business model, you know? So every event's a spend event. In fact, I would argue this event is much better for a free-to-play than it is for a big spender. Just saying. And I'm sure there's plenty of big spenders that would agree with that one, because there's nothing for them to spend for. If you happen to miss one of them, right, in your spending, if you happen to miss one of them, then maybe you're excited to see it, you know? I am Bill's Mafia. Yeah, it's good, Miz. You get what you get, move on to the next event. Yeah, eventually there's ones you like. You can give your feedback on why you don't like them, etc. But you need to be realistic, you know? Generally, I do way better on the midweek events than I do on the weekends, personally. Generally. I know, sometimes it makes too much sense. So, there's a lot of stuff today to cover. We have the blog for the weekend event, which I'll get to eventually. Everybody assumes they know the weekend character. I never like it like everybody else. Do you think I like seeing a tour I can't do either? I mean, I can't do one. If I said I'd be lying if I said I wasn't annoyed I couldn't do this one, regardless of the points or not. So I get that point. Like it's fair to feel that way, right? That's fine. I wish I could do the tour. I'd rather see like this one be open to any Austin, and then down here it was like 500 TP, and then up here it was the one-time reward. You know what I mean? That's probably what I would do to keep the separation if it was still needed to be separated. You know what I mean? And then people could still do the tour with any Austin, but they wouldn't get the bonus points. Either way, people would still complain that they didn't have the CSS. It would change nothing. So it's really not that big a deal, because people would still complain. You know what I mean? And then people would complain that it's too hard, it's not easy enough, so it would still happen. So in the end, it really doesn't matter. But it always is frustrating when you see something you can't do and you're like, dang it, I can't even do this. So I do get that, because I feel that way too. But at the same time, realistically, if I could do this node, this would still be behind the paywall. Oh, I definitely complain, Bricky. This would still be behind the paywall of Ghostbuster Austin. I wouldn't be able to get it. So it would change nothing other than maybe it's more sophistry, right? It might be the feeling, right, behind it. You might feel more like you did stuff. So, yeah. Complaining is a pastime of this game at times, yeah. So if you can't beat one battle, really, you should only be, I mean, like, you're not playing the game very long, or you're not playing very much. If you one of the two. Because it's 5-star bronzes. So you either aren't playing very much, you don't want to invest the resources, or you haven't played very long. I don't feel bad for people that haven't played very long that can't do something. Because if you started this game midway through when I did like 4 years ago, you know what you couldn't do? You couldn't even do a daily tour. You could do it on normal. All the tokens you needed to level guys up were medium and hard. You couldn't even get the tokens to get the tour, to do the daily thing, to get the tokens, to evolve the guys, so you could even get 4 MP trainers. So, the game is in an infinitely better place. When is Showdown coming? Well, the new update's here. And I believe they tweeted... what was the tweet, guys? Next weekend was Showdown event, I think. Subject to change, but let me see if I can... Let me log into Twitter for you. Even if you seem to think that,
You gonna ask me a bunch of questions? Is that what you were gonna do?
You know, I mean, I get it. I'm doing the blog. But how do I even use Twitter other than posting? Search Twitter. WWE Champion. Oh, I'm such a boomer. Where is it? Somebody probably can DM me faster than I can find it. Anyway, holy crap, there's a lot of tweets on here. I think I'm also getting WWE when I type WWE Champions. I follow them. I should be able to click that and go to their home. Anyway, it said tentatively subject to change. Showdown was next weekend. It's somewhere. I'm sure I'll get a link for it. Probably. And that tweet was actually really cool. I was happy about that. Career Showdown next Monday. Breaking news, I was just told. Career Showdown next Monday.
Yeah.
Does that mean this coming Monday or the Monday after this Monday? Breaking news reporter. Is that this coming Monday? Like 4 days from now? Or is it like 11 days from now? I mean, next Monday to me is the next Monday. Next week. Okay. I did understand. I just want to make sure I understood right. Thank you so much. Yeah, we should have a midweek boss battle, according to the tweet. And then weekend showdown, all subject to change. And then also, it was, I believe, Flash Feud to end the month, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't personally heard any talk of new road tours. No, I have not. I want to check really. So I actually haven't had, because I was doing my normal stream before this stream, so I actually haven't seen the full blog yet, but I do need to check one thing to make sure I have the updated version, just so when we do go there I make sure I'm giving you guys the up-to-date one. And what was the thing I was supposed to look for? If you see that, then it's updated. All right, let me look and see if I see that. Where is that? Oh, wow. All right. All right. Where would that be, though? Yes, I think I have the updated one since I see that. Okay. Do. Hey, Evo, I bet Lee likes this event. Okay. Just saying. When are we going to get Furpo in a call with you to talk with us? I would love that, Destroyer. That would be super fun. I don't know how that would work, what that would look like, how realistic that is, but I would certainly enjoy that, you know? I think that would be cool. One Wing?
What?
No plans at this moment. Yeah, if you've updated, you'll see this. If you've updated. Belt loot is coming sometime later this month. So yeah, but if you updated, you'll see this, and you have some pretty cool tag things. There is, I feel like this is not quite final yet. I'll show you what I mean. See if I'm right. But if you go into like nodes like this and stuff, you can see a bunch of stuff at a glance when you put your guys in, for example. What I would like to see, and I thought they were gonna do, so I don't know if it's done yet, is show what trainers were equipped on the at a glance too. Like you can see the skill plate at a glance, the medals and stuff. I thought trainers were gonna show up somewhere as well. So it may not be finished, but that's really neat in general. You can see these guys aren't strapped, no medals when you click, no plate, The plate will save a good amount of time checking to see if like there's an escape artist to use your sub. Jeremy.
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
So that's really cool. The whistle does take you to your trainer tab, which is pretty cool. So that part's nice. It's fast, right? So you can go in there. This one doesn't seem to click to go into those. There are, when you click on this though, right here, this screen is really neat now. So you can, there's a ton of stuff, right, that you can see. You can see your bonuses, all of that jazz. It shows the trainers in here. But there's a ton of information in here now. If you didn't know, you can also switch your tag team links in this screen. Brother Ray.
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
Hey, Glix, how are you? Goldie.
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
Yeah, so this tab is really neat. I haven't even read the blog once yet, Goldie. So, I'm not doing it first thing. Gersan's doing well. We talk quite a bit. So, he's really enjoying his job. I think he's doing a really good job at it. One wing, it's a stretch, but
Yeah.
I can. We talk quite a bit. He's doing a really good job. He's working, I think now, I think I'm okay to say this. If not, Furpo slap my wrist. He's with support, right? He's does all of that, and his big project right now is going to be working on the bot to improve the bot, so that tickets, automated tickets, get done faster and better and that kind of stuff to get you guys quicker resolutions. I know I've talked to quite a few people who've said that when they put tickets in, they've gotten a lot better response of late. I personally have had to put a ticket in and had a very good response. So I think he's making an impact for sure, and looks to be, well, what he says, he's enjoying it, and I believe him, because he gets to do a lot of stuff on a game, so that's really cool. So yeah, he's doing really well. He sometimes pokes in, watches streams for a little bit. Sometimes he's lurking and he doesn't necessarily say anything in the stream, but once in a while he'll DM me. So he's still around, still watching, and that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. But I think, honestly, I think that was a fantastic hire by Scopely. He knows a ton about the game. He's got a support background. That's what he did for a living, and he knows just about everybody. And as he can be a really good like sounding board as well. So I think that was really smart of them there. I mean, subject to change. Everybody assumes it's going to be EO. You don't know that for sure, though, do we? Do we? What if it was somebody that had something to do with him? I'm just saying. You never know. Baby Ice. I don't know what, if any, specials we'll see. I think some of those licensings are, determine what they can and can't do. I think we all expect to see Spring Outbreak. I mean, we've had one like for a very long time, you know, every year, usually somewhere in April, May. So I'm expecting to have one. That's not inside info though, so who knows? You know what I mean? Will the Ghostbuster event be back later this year? I have no idea, Restate. I would say it's encouraging that we might see that stuff. This is not inside info, by the way. This is going to be me guessing. Ghostbuster Austin is in the Stone Cold loot today, so maybe it's certainly possible we could see that again. I think a lot of people enjoyed parts of the Ghostbuster event. I think a lot of us would like a chance to get like Stay Puff or some of the other Ghostbusters for sure. The It's pretty fun. It's pretty neat. I don't know if they'll be able, licensing wise, to expand on it ever, but there's plenty of room to expand. So there's that. So, you know. But yeah. Yeah, St. Patty's Day tomorrow, right? And get your green out. So, but yeah. Feud. In general. We have like the line bonuses and stuff in the game. How are you guys setting up for the feud? Like, are you ready for a ladies feud? I love you too, PRK. PRK is a good dude. Ladies food. Are you guys ready for it? You're gonna go 7? Build middle row and one top one? No, because I told you not to take Zelina up and wait for Bailey. That's fair, Ken. Your MLC went all into ladies? Right on, Bricky. You have 200k. That's a big one. I'm going to suffer their requirements for this one. 1 5SG, rest fodder. Zianka is quite good. No problem, Lux. You didn't miss anything. Depends what the blog says. Always, right? Like, if there's CSS, that always plays a part for sure, right? Like, it's gonna depend, like, I mean, I think I'm gonna run this. I feel like line bonuses are kind of traps, right? They don't necessarily, some of them are good, but, you know, I more look at, like, this one, the scoring rules. When you look at the scoring rules, this is kind of what I'm looking at. Where do I see those here? It's the before screen. The rules. Here we go. Clicky. I love this change, personally. You can agree, you can disagree. But if you disagree...
It doesn't matter what you think!
Just saying. No, I'm kidding. No, really, I'm not, though. 400,000 for a unique win. I'm a big fan of this change. Because, to me, using one superstar over and over, whether it's faster or not isn't the argument. You shouldn't have to... No fearing the hammer of banishment. Nobody should be banning anybody. So... You shouldn't have to fear that at all. I will just re-add you if I don't feel like it's deserved, and I rarely ban anyone. So, I love this change. Using one superstar I think is stupid. To me, even though I do it because efficiency, right? So I love the change. They basically swap these two. Scoring should be the same as it's always been, assuming you're using unique instead of spamming with one win. So, there's that. A clear line button would be a very nice quality of life. Very nice quality of life, no question. So, anyway, I want to have fast, easy wins that I can probably guarantee winning, right? So I don't want to run too big. Commas would also be amazing.
Yeah!
Totally. And so I think I will run this because it keeps me fairly low. Everybody can hit above their weight and everybody can win. So this is a unique win against everyone, and I stay away from those 200k lineups that have a ton, right? So I would look to be somewhere kind of in the middle, personally. If you go huge, you're going to face a lot of tough lineups. So there's that. I like this kind of range. You're going to see some 6 stars and you're going to see some 5-star golds, and you can kind of pick and choose your matches, right? So I'm thinking I'm gonna run like this. No, PRK. So actually, and I've said this for a while. The OG. Ah, I love this. I've got to get used to reading chat. This is great. Vince, hell yeah. It's Austin 316 day.
What?
I would take Io up over Bianca for me. Yes. If I had Bianca's gear, I would take Bianca for sure. Bianca's gear lets you use KO and still hit for like over 10 million. Without her gear, you can still you have to use mat. So the blue match is a little iffier. I someday might fill Gable's star. I did do some star fills. Mankind is full stars, and everything is maxed. And Sammy is full stars, and he's getting a lot closer to maxed. So yeah. 6-star acro, I don't have a lady yet. So Bianca's really good at acro for sure. I haven't taken a lot to 6-star, simply because I haven't needed to. I haven't struggled in any of the ladies events. So I haven't needed to, but acro is quite stacked for ladies. When you go to the class, I think Io is fantastic, Bianca's fantastic, and Liv is fantastic. Carmel is solid for sure. So comparatively, that's pretty stacked. They're quite good, right? If you got one of them, you're good, you know? Showdown Store is where I got most of my star fills. Corolla, yeah. Correct. Which China restate? And when you say good, what does good mean to you? I think it really depends on how you have them set up, you know? No, I don't have Dakota 6 yet. She won't be 6 until Talent Up. Hall of Fame China? I think Hall of Fame China is very good. I don't have the stuff personally to make her somebody I would take up, right? Like, personally, not worth it for me because I don't have the stuff that would make it worth it to me. If I had a drip plate, I would take her 6-star if I wanted to put it on her. But to be honest, if I get a drip plate, the first person I'd put it on, other than for funsies, would be Dakota, because she is super fun with it. And then I would troll with Mankind with a drip plate, like just for trolling purposes, to be honest. But in reality, for somebody I would use all the time, no, the drip plate is not mine. The drip plate I have only goes on for previews. So I have one, but it's only used for previews. I have never gotten one myself. It's one of the plates I'm missing. Don't feel bad for me. I just decided not to spend for it. I could have had it for the $100 range twice in past. I've spent much more for worse things. See Sacco and see Mutant Foley and his plate. I spent over 200 on Mutant Foley and his plate weekend. I spent 270 on Sacco, and neither did I use very much. That was me marking out. So I've spent much more on worse, for sure. Wailed for the Cody moment for Corbin, which was a complete unnecessary. It's just something I wanted to do because it's entertaining to me. And then it turns out it doesn't work yet. They're working on fixing that, so that was kind of a bummer. If the magical plate genie would grant you a drip plate if I would starfill Tech Gable, well then I'd starfill him. So Sammy, I actually my stream spent for me. They kicked in for me to do a hundo pull. Bill's Mafia.
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
Drip plate, yeah. So yeah, my Twitch chat paid for me to do a 100 pull, and I did an offer. So, no one's keeping you awake, Hoodie. You can go to sleep. No one's keeping you awake. I'm lucky for me. I'm at my own pace here. So it gives everyone a chance to get here. So I don't ask people in the middle asked to read it again. So I know you want to hear the blog, and you'll be able to eventually. Nope, you didn't miss the blog. So luckily for me, I'm okay with all that, right? Like, so although I am about ready to do it. Although the more people ask, the more likely I'm not to. I am on an hour early, indeed. That's because I'm only going to go till 6 because of dinner and stuff. I didn't want to, like, this is not a first choice thing for me. Not necessarily a big fan of the blog, of doing it. Like, it's not my favorite thing to do. Early in the week, Goldie said she wasn't going to do it in CC chat. Tagged Benny to see if he wanted to do it. He never answered. And I told Furpo if no one else would do it, I would do it. So here I am doing the blog. So yeah, it's certainly not on my, well, you only tagged Benny, so I just assumed you only wanted Benny to do it. As for me, I don't bother posting in any of the stuff. Mherex, please don't read the blog. I can do that. Hall of Fame Sarge gameplay before the blog? You know what, PRK? I might. Yeah, I don't really have a weekly time spot. Not because I didn't want people doing it. Okay. It's been a minute since I played Hall of Fame Sarge, but for you, PRK, I will. So I did a video, Eagles, on really the big thing you need to know for Nakamura. That's up on the on my YouTubes. No one would understand it. You need to know if you should spend 1K on this card. I mean, that's up to you, Hoodie. So. That's up to you. Where's a good match? It's probably career, huh? Yeah, Nakamura is amazing at 6-star. I think hands down, easily best showboat in the game, and it's not close. You're gonna do like 14 million without too much effort. Assuming you have the stuff, Zombie Dom, but I don't know what you have. I hate KO Mark. He's very useful, but not my playstyle. So, like, KO is incredibly strong. He's probably always going to be good, but not my playstyle. So, I don't use him. Unless I have to. So, he's very low on my priority list. No, Trick Sarge is terrible. Just like Hall of Fame Sarge. But, PRK was trolling, and I'm happy to oblige. Assuming I can figure out where he's at. Because it takes a little longer. I'm gonna have to go by class. It takes a little longer for me to get to the blog read if I do this. So yeah, I get why people like him, right? He's the ultimate slot machine, and I dislike random very much. So I am so blind. There he is. Best at what, Mario? Because usually I'll look at it holistically, what they bring to my roster. I mean, on the flip side, typically, for everyone asking me to hurry, I'll just throw this out there. I started an hour early, so typically the blog wouldn't even be on yet. So really nobody kind of has grounds to complain about the time. I mean, you do, but ultimately this is kind of how I feel about it. You know, I just...
It doesn't matter what you think!
Kind of like that. Kind of like that. I just don't really care. And that's okay. You don't always have to be a Care Bear. No, I'm having fun with it today, Hoodie. Like I said, the blog isn't my favorite thing, so I'm trying to have fun, right? I'm trying to have fun since I'm doing it. That's kind of my goal. I don't know where the ice cream is. Brett, not gonna do that one. No, not gonna do that one. So it really depends what you mean by best when you say best, what you're after. I mean, defensively, Liv is probably the most annoying. I think we've all been there when you're like, this is ridiculous. When Liv just keeps going and doesn't cascade, and you always do. So you could make an argument like defensively, Liv is the best. Offensively, when I use Liv, she cascades all the time for me. So I never end up getting the full effect. You know what I mean? So I dislike her on offense, personally, for that reason. She's very strong though. Bianca, if you get a blue match, is ridiculous. If you get a blue match, right? She's going to hit so freaking hard, even without gear in the blue match. If you use mat and stuff, normal setup. Evo posted a video on my, the other day I shared on stream, he sent to me, 10 million damage. With Bianca if you get a blue match, and they don't get a turn unless they have anti-stun, right? So it's hard to argue with that. And then you got EO doing what she does. So I think all three are worthy of maybe being said they're the best, depending on what you have. No, Sheik Plate isn't necessarily a consensus for Liv. You can use other stuff. You can use... I use the Honky Tonk Man plate on my Liv. So you can use the kick out. Sheik Plate doesn't hurt. And then I look at trainers, right? Trainers, EO's a better trainer coach than all of them. Personally, I think, by far, right? And will be long-term good. So I could cascade on an MP steal move. You're not wrong. This is me usually when I'm playing. Gem modifier. We want Riddle. I mean, for tours, we don't need to worry. I'm not doing a feud setup for him, so I don't need Hogan or any of that nonsense. So let's just do the double MP blue and red thing with Sarge and Riddle. Yeah, Bailey, crazy good on Liv, right? You can also use La Familia on Liv too. I've tried all three, and I find them all to be similarly close, to be honest. And Honky Tonk Man I have a ton of, La Familia I have 2, and Sheik Plate I have 1, so I just didn't bother. Also, full disclosure, I haven't taken mine 6-star, so... La Familia, Honky Tonk Plate, that's the one I use, and Sheik Plate. All three are options. I'm a big fan of liking characters when they don't need a lot to be effective, right? Because for those rare plates, if you can only use one rare plate, I like keeping that on somebody who that plate completely is game breaking. I spent $100 to get Tough Seth. Probably worst $100 I ever spent. Never ended up using him. It was guaranteed, but it was a really bad idea. Not thrilled. That's maybe the worst decision I made ever. Let's do this. Probably gonna do one cascade of red, which I'm sort of okay with. Yeah, that works. Why? Did I do something wrong? Or is this power gem's just that crappy? No, they're just that crappy. Okay. I think I'm gonna die. Ah. 400k is not bad. We might get there, Yeti. We might. Oh, I would have preferred a red match here. He moved that pin bar too far. This is not the way. This is not the way. I can teach you how to cascade with anything. Starfilling Gable? Yeah, saw that one coming. You kinda telegraphed that one. Sapper! Thank you for the raid, Sapper. Welcome in. Yeah. That's a great question, Jay.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
I do like to feel like... So, the OG Cascader is 100% Vader. Vader is 100% the OG Cascader. I like to think, now that us CCs don't beat up on Vader, that I'm the new Cascade King, but that could just be my ego talking. Also, Sap, how are you, buddy? You guys didn't know, Sapper, everyone should do this for Sapper.
Acknowledge me.
Give him a follow. Check him out on the Twitch. He's a great dude. Best looking middle-aged man on Twitch. Super good guy. Really, really good guy. So, yeah. We were in a faction together for a while, too. All right. So, it's almost 5. I didn't tell anyone this, but really, I was planning on waiting till 5 on the nose to reveal the blog, because a lot of people are used to the blog being at 5. So I thought I would just mess around for like an hour, do whatever. We talk about the game, the event, whatever people felt like. And then I do the blog at 5, which is technically right away when it always gets done. So, another 2 minutes, we'll probably do the blog. So you guys can see, and then you can all run off to do whatever it is you're going to do. After, you know, checking it out. I have not read I have not read through. I am West Coast. I'm in Oregon. You have excellent customer service. You do. Starfield Gable, please no blog. I mean, it's pretty easy to do 2 things at once. Not that I'm saying you should do this, but when I'm streaming, there's a couple things you could do. 1, you could mute me and not have to hear me. That's a pretty good idea. You could have it up on your TV and wait to see until the blog comes up. 2, you could not have to see it and then just listen to it. Some people, not me, have said I have an amazing voice. I don't happen to think so. I hate the sound of my own voice. I can go into radio tones where it goes deeper when I'm like, hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. Professor has a way better voice than me. But you could also do that. I have a sweet boyfriend voice? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You like my laugh? Right on. PRK. I'm going to stream for another hour. So after the blog, I will still stream. I may even do something productive, potentially. We kind of went through my feud lineup. Goldie85. I am terrified of anything you might say about me. Thanks, Fat Jordan. I think it's Fraggle. I don't know if Fraggy's here. Fraggle is always like, you remind me of David Edinburgh. And I'm not sure I see that because I'm not, like, British. And I don't feel like I sound like him, but, That's always my point about the blog, too. Hey, Beastmaster, what's up? Yes, One Wing. Right on, Aim Dog, thank you. Hey, Chuck. How are you, bud? Chuck says that with love. Yeah. EO, did you guys like EO? Like, obviously, you know, you've been working on your voice to get it even more slow jazzy. Nice, Professor. Professor's very relaxing as well. You have the perfect face for radio, Captain Canada. I can appreciate that. I really liked EO, and at first I didn't. So if you didn't initially like her, I'm not a good feuder. I want to get out of it as fast as I can. You think she's way too weak, Sonic? Neither is Chuck. All right, well, that's fair. So this is really weird. I find it fun. I don't think it's her strongest moveset, but I actually find it really fun. Oh, thanks, no GGs. I appreciate that. It's not something I've worked on. Thanks, Bricky. I try to do as little as feud as possible. She definitely gets much better as she goes up, but even at this level, and you don't need 17k Santa for tours, right? At all. But this moveset is funky. Goldie85. I do really appreciate your compliments, although every once in a while you say things that slightly disturb me, if that makes sense. Like, I'm pretty sure you're joking, but there's also the chance... Mario?
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
So the really cool thing about this mechanic is initially I looked at her and I'm like, WTF, why is this freeze gem move here? I would never use it. But this is actually super cool. Right on, Sonic, me too.
Yeah. What?
Boy, those two in a ring at Mania would be sweet, right? But the really cool thing is it makes it recycle. 1,000,000 damage at 5 SB with their not best moveset is actually, I think, really good. I mean, no strap. Does Lita have a strap? Do they? Yeah. Lita has a strap and bleed. I mean, the bleed move is dirty to do that. She got a big cascade. Normally I wouldn't get pinned. I walked through the whole thing. I'll probably lose here, of course. Because why wouldn't I? First match, loot box only. I mean, typical Mherex luck. That cascade helped make up for it. But the bleed really did me in, you know? With the big cascade. But it's really not hard to win any of it, in my opinion. Like, I walked through it using a funky set. The sub makes it way easier because you drain them. And you can do the same stuff with it. But I think so. I think she's incredible, Lee. And she's fun. I wasn't kicking out either way, Chuck. Nope, you didn't miss it, Retro. Yeah, DX Army Triple H, Shayna. I know your defensive Shayna's looking forward to this trainer, right, Lee? I think she's great. I love her. And she does a lot of interesting stuff. This is my play around for fun with moveset. Like, I just think it's neat actually having the freezes be useful. Which is kind of fun. Refills really easy. Good stuff. You get some of these left out there. Potentially, which is neat. I have fun with it. Yeah, she's got a ton of options, which is always an advantage. Like, trainer, I put her trainer at like a 9 level, maybe even a 10 level. Probably 9. I'd say 9 for these. Like, 10s for me would be like Santa Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, the two matchy-match trainers. like stuff that you can't get another way, and the zombie coaches that work on traps and stuff. Those are like 10 trainers for me. This is like the next step down, right? Super good, super useful, and then move damage and stuff. But you can walk through all of this stuff with this moveset. Sub is even better. Right? No, this is 5-star bronze. This is 5-star bronze. Somebody said that she wasn't real great for him in the trial. So I was just screwing around with... This is how I ran the whole trial just for fun without a strap or anything. You know? The tricolor, if you didn't watch the video, the tricolor is ridiculous. Would highly recommend watching it. It doesn't need the 6-star move. I haven't played her at 6-star yet. But it was really, really good. Use the glowing phantom phenom plate, and it sets up and loads all your moves over and over. Did you not see Zandel? That's what I thought initially too. The freeze move, throwaway, like what's the point? It's actually super fun. I'll run it again. It's just kind of neat. It makes it basically so you always recycle your green. If you haven't watched my video, I'd highly recommend watching the last build. Completely, you can build it completely free to play and hit super hard. Assuming you get EO, which, you know, that's a whole nother story. But doesn't need a rare skill plate, recycles endlessly with the glowing phantom, and hits really hard. I took on the 6-star opponent and won in, like, I think it was 2 full cycles. As Evo would say, make sure you don't say turns, say cycles. You know, I mean, that's not been confirmed yet that it's EO. I might have just screwed this up. But subject to change, so. So check this out, Zandel. It makes it so the greens stay on the board so you recycle. You kind of got me there, Mark. Kind of got me. She definitely gets better as she levels up. And obviously the sub isn't the best for this one. You'd be better off using the sub than this build set. But again, just dinking around, having fun, no strap, no plate, no nothing. Against a really good superstar that's loaded and ready to go. Because at 5-star gold, she hits the whole board. And then you start getting the multiplies with the sub, it's really good. Yeah, she's very good, in my opinion. Very, very good. But you see what the freeze is doing, Zandel? It lets you catch the greens. It's pretty neat. I honestly thought it was useless at first too, so it shocked me. I really want to get her too, Mario, on top of the fact, like, she would be my first lady 6-star. Absolutely would. On top of the fact that she's a good fighter, her trainer ability is top notch, right? And it would get use immediately for me. So, all right. I think that's given everyone time that's used to the blogs being right away at 5 to be here. So I will go ahead and go to the blog now, and let's see how that goes. Now, let's see here. I'm going to move my chat so I can watch chat. 1 second while I get this set up, fellas. And also, ladies, if there are any ladies out there. I was using fellas non-genderly, but just so they don't feel left out, any ladies watching? One Wing, you know better.
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
I mean, that's not really my problem about the bathroom there, Captain Obvious. Also, full disclosure, if you miss me reading the blog, generally about the time I'm done streaming, it's posted, and you can actually check it yourself. Aim Dog, no, not really anymore. Hitsu, how are you? I love your disco ball. That's a neat emote. Alright, bloggy blog, I think I'm ready. Hey K-Pen, what's good, my man? Let me click the right button. Just to make sure I have the URL hid, let me make sure first. URL hid, okay. Okay, there's a look at Mherex's thing, which nobody cares about. Alright, here we go. Should I? Let me get chat where I can see it. Shocker! It's EO!
What? What? Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna happen either, guys. Honestly, I'm as surprised as you are. Yes, mind blown. Alright. Honestly, I was expecting it to be...
And his name is John C.
That's what I was expecting. Alright, but it's not. Alright, we got EO. Hey, champions. After her trial, it is time to reach out to get her throughout this weekend. Brand new EO Sky can be unlocked with shards, in grab bags, loots, and offers, along with amazing rewards, wait for it, that need some damage control.
What?
Alright. Collect, control, up, delete shard bag medallions in Sunday's offers. Redeem them in the shop for jackpot bags, and a chance at tons of extra solo contest points, EO Sky damage control shards, plus guaranteed... Ooh, Acrobat tokens, okay. What? A chance at 1,000 shards or up to 1 million solo points?
What?
Purple, you've done lost your mind. Alright. Please note, screenshots are taken from a test environment. Text, numbers, and dates are subject to change. Contest looks like it starts at its normal time. 3:17 at noon, ends 3:20 at noon. Faction feud 3:18 at 4 Pacific, 3:19 at noon Pacific. Available shards. Solo contest. 400.
Yeah.
Premium. 400.
What?
Faction contest. 100. War score competition. 140. Faction contest leaderboard. Top 200. 100 to 500. It's about 225 for me. Limited time tour, including trial. There was 100 on the trial, 200 on the tour. Overall, 1,500 of 2,000, asterisk. Asterisk is this. So, if you get 100, if you're in the bottom 200 faction, you are going to not have 400, so you will be at approximately 1,100 by my math, if you can do the rest of the stuff. So, additional 300 shards at WWEChampions.com. Seize the play. Also, 700 overall, but more shards will be available in offers. I don't know, I don't do the math. You get what you get. I don't know how you get that when there's 140 on the board. I don't know. I don't write it. I didn't even proofread this one. Come on, guys. Does it really matter? You're going to get an approximation of shards somewhere in this range. Approximately. Depending on the faction you're in. you're gonna get what you're gonna get, and you're gonna like it. You know?
What?
I don't know. I don't add it up. Look, I'm just the reader. I am just the best reader ever. Yeah, you're gonna, guys, really, you're gonna get some shards. You're not gonna get them for free, but you're gonna get some shards. Then if you spend a little bit, you do well in the events, or you get lucky in a bag, you'll get them. That's the way it always is, right? You take my 33 and a third chance. Never mind. I'm not good at that promo. We're not going to go down that route. All right. Play with selected superstars in feud for Control, Alt, Delete, faction points.
Yeah.
And progress in the war score competition. Manager's pass. I don't have that. 2x speed up. Everyone else 1.25. The feud scoring has been updated. I actually like this. Sorry if you don't. Not sorry if you don't like it. Guess what?
It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah! First time wins is good. Captain Obvious, I want G back for the blog reads too. He is much better at them than me, but unfortunately for you, I'm what you get. What could I do to make it better for you though? Like right now, in this moment, what could I do to make it better for you? What would be like, man, actually he's not so bad. Let me know. I'm interested. I'm legitimately curious. Wait, no, I'm curious. Cable is needed. Tag in G. Missed the start of the blog. Take off my shirt. Oh no, he's baiting. Camera on. Smile, just smile. Can I start over? No more button pushes. Need to see me in a hot tub? Oh, I'll see what I can do, Devil Dozer. Starfill Gable. Don't do it obvious, he's baiting. Destroyer, why would you say that? Put my shirt back on. You are not reading with love. You're doing... Oh, thank you, Kitsu. Can you read it inverse? I could go from the bottom up. Hot tub Mherex. Not really, Rick. So, we can talk about that after the blog. Some strategies for that. You prefer the bass, deep voice? No problem, Devil. I can do that. I can keep the radio voice on just for you. Big Robert, too late. Explain the 360 for everyone? Alright. So, if you didn't know, when Microsoft was building the 360, everybody at Microsoft knew they were having issues with it. The red ring, common knowledge. So their code name for it, inside joke that became the actual name, was the Xbox 360. Why, you ask? Because it's so bad. When you see an Xbox 360, you turn 360 degrees and walk away from it.
Yeah.
That's why. 360 degrees and walk away from it. No, that's not a 180. Nope. That's not a 180. Did you not play Tony Hawk Pro Skater? No, 360 does not put you in the same spot. Literally, a 360 is a half turn. A 720 is a full turn. 180 is a quarter turn. Please, please know what you're talking about.
What?
Every time. Every time. Okay. Unfortunately, the fella who started all of this has not responded to what I could do better to help him. King Domo, you can see the blog at in approximately 40 minutes without me. So, like, if it bothers anyone, I don't know why you bother. Just saying. I just wait the 40 minutes and not put up with my nonsense. I mean, that's what I used to do. That's what I still do, typically, when I don't read it. Just saying. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. Where is Dexter? Dexter isn't up here right now in his normal spot. Maverick is, though. He's sleeping on Mrs. Mherex's chair right now. He's super cute. Okay. Yeah, don't encourage me. Thanks, Goldie. I appreciate that. Goldie85, you a real one. Thank you, TTV Bear Cave. IK, thank you so much. Land the plane. Oh, some of these are great. I'm not worried either way. Like, I've been streaming so long at this point, and like, it's really about the same. There's a few more people than watch me now. More people used to watch me, but like, I don't care anymore. So it's more entertaining to me, right? Like, it doesn't bother me. It's actually super entertaining. Okay, earn 2 free feud boosters in the limited time tour and stamp card. 2 more are available through purchase with a higher war score and gem damage boost than the 2 free ones. Pretty standard. Indeed, Build Mafia.
Yeah.
It might take you up to the feud start. Ooh, I moved that. I clicked that. Superstar requirements. Fill bonuses. We kind of know this, right? We already know this stuff. It's in the game. Let's just make sure that's all in the game already. You can open up the feud thing and see it. Really, guys, my goal today is to do such a bad job with the blog that you no longer give other people that do it crap, right? You'll be happy it's not Mherex. Yeah, stay-at-home veteran. I am. I know a 360 is a full turn. Hey, Pin, I see you on my streams. I know you're joking. Yeah, 400k first win. If you didn't know this, unique wins are a big deal. So it should change your strategy instead of using one stupid card over and over again. I'd still... Fair enough, Evo. Fair enough. I mean, some people like it, some people hate it. Thanks, Chuck. Rocket Man. All right. Leaderboard rewards. I mean, 20 of you care. The rest of us don't give a crap. No, I said poster. You're mistaken, Mystical Bunny.
What?
Right? Leaderboard rewards. It's, you can, 12 million coins, legendary strap, 305 medals, points. Whatever. 20 of you care in the game. The rest of us don't. Get over 5 million contest points. Limited time tours. Shards, poster, prize wall medallion. Ooh, tell us more. 5-star gold for the top 50. And an Ultimate Era power strap in the leaderboard. That's actually probably interesting to a lot of people. Uh, 60,000 free points from stamps, 5 million tours, early unlock. Sorry, I'm kind of froggy. Early unlock. EO 500k, that's standard. First loot coin 7 times at 70k. 1 loot coin 7,000. Max milestone 10 million. That looks normal-ish for feud. We haven't got there yet, I know. Regular rewards up to 6.8 million points. Premium bag. EO. We got Asuka, Bianca, those, and then I would assume shards for them. Underneath, Bailey, Tech Asuka, Shayna. I actually like the way they do these bags. You get a guaranteed amount of the main shards and then a chance at some of the others. I really like these bags, to be honest. I think that was a great change. Even if I have, like, I personally have all of them except for EO, I still think this is a great change for the game in general. A ton of people don't have them. So I think that's a great change personally, and it's a welcome addition to the contest, my opinion. Even if this one doesn't help me, I think it helps a lot of other players. Basic one, same chance for these shards. Oh, I don't have Rhea yet. Judgment Day Rhea I don't have. So I guess if she's in there, I could get her. I'm like 100 and some away from her. I like Backstage this month too. Brother Ray.
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
They're not teaser bags. They're in there. 1 of the premiums, 15 of the regulars. Free milestones, 1 and 15. Not a teaser. They're there. WrestleMania goes Hollywood Solo contest points, 7,600. Bailey Shards, 125. Dakota Kai, 250 tokens. WrestleMania goes Hollywood Keith, 10K. 3 6-star bronze tokens in the free milestones. I like that. Paid ones. These you pay for. We got 2 more premiums, 10 more basic, 90 million coins, 8,100 TP, metric crap ton of tokens, 300 Bailey shards, 4 tier 5 takedown 2 medals for each slot. It says. What class tokens? They're random 6-star bronze here. I think. It just says 6-star bronze. Guessing they're random? Emerald is 39 emeralds, so that would, I assume it would be random as well. Leaderboard rewards, looks like the top... Well, I mean, this is enough shards to recruit 4 to 10 for sure. 11 through... Oh, yeah. Top 50 get EO and extra shards. There you go, if you cared about that. Ultimate Modern Era Power Straps, 3 of them. It looks like 1 for the top 50. People are going to like this. It's a chance to get Ultimate for your ladies. I would imagine that will be fairly hotly contested for the min-maxer big spenders out there. Okay, War Score competition. Let's see what we get here. Rhea Ripley Judgment Day shards. I, for one, am very happy about this. I'm close to her. We'll see how many we get. 6-star superstars. 55,000 faction points. 15,000 TP. This is another super welcome change. And how they do the TP so it's all the colors. Really like that. 4.3 million solo points in the top 800 leaderboard. This is War Score. Superstar shards. 15,000 points are needed for all the contest ones. 40 million max milestone. For everyone that was worried about that, still the same. Still the same. 40 million. Okay. Rhea shards. More of the premium bags in the War Score. So Rhea shards, we got 50. We got 2 Ultimate Modern Era Power Straps. Chef's Kiss. Like that. Ultimate Skill Plate bag. The premium bag. 2 basic bags. 55k faction. 50 Rhea. 2,500 TP of each color. And 20k strap parts.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're Ladies Ultimate or not. Doesn't say. To me, Ladies Ultimate would make sense. 20k strap parts. Always welcome. This is worth my time. Just my opinion, that's worth my time. For you, the people that care, here's a snippet of the amount of points you get for the feuding leaderboard rewards. That will not be me. I will stop at 40 million. Unless I need to do more for the superstar competition. Everyone's always curious about this one. Win feud battles with selected superstars. Reward yourself with up to 3 million solo points. 6-star bronze tokens. It doesn't say how many. 70,000 chaotic B tier acrobat shards. I was confused. There was commas. You understand why that would confuse me. Tiebreaker points will help you get to the next milestone if you don't have enough required contest superstars. 5k for any acrobat. That's not bad. There's a lot of decent acrobats, so that's not bad. I mean, obviously more points is always better. EO is worth 5 million, so if you get EO, you know, grats. Judgment Day Rhea looks like she's worth 2 million, so she has a boost of points. By my math. Queen Zelina, 1 million. POP Bliss, 1 million. Showboat Lita, 1 million. Goat Becky, 1 million. Tech Ronda, 1 million. Naomi, Showboat, 1 million. Any Bailey, 1 million. Any Bianca, 1 million. Any Asuka, 1 million. 10 million max. So you need 10 of them, unless you have Rhea. So Asuka's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I don't have these two. So I am a million short unless I get Rhea shards, personally. You have everyone? Congrats, Black Chapters. This puts you, if you have Rhea, you only need 9 of them. If you have Bailey, you need, or not Bailey, EO, if you get EO, you need way less. But yeah, Rhea's worth 2 million, so she's double. Not bad. Not bad. What, a million points is how many matches? Is that like 200 or something? Is that what that is? At 5K? That's like 200, right? 200 bonus matches for everyone you're missing. Also not terrible. Not, I wish it was like half that, but you know, whatever. It looks like Nakamura shards are what's in there for the shards. Additional, these are in it. Don't know how it's broken down where they're at. But you can see 3 million points, 70 million coin, 9,000 more TP, 3 6-star bronze tokens, shards, B tier, C tier, gold tokens, etc. Oh, hey, leaderboard shards for DX Army HBK. The top 20 get enough of those, or a bunch of those to take him. I don't know, Largo Squatch, it changed. Alright, but you need a good acro. I mean, you don't actually, Mark. There are ways around that. And talk about that after we're done with the blog, if you like. I could try and help you there. Come up with a plan for that. Faction contest. Massive points in flash market milestones and reroll. What? Okay, apparently there's faction points in the flash market. Level up your 6-star superstars and climb the milestones in war score. You run a low lineup, Lux. You run a low lineup. You can easily run something to get a bunch of acrobat wins. It's not that hard. You would want to pair with somebody with the same sort of thing. Another low lineup. Like, stay like 40k. You bring one decent, like if you have a 5-star gold that can stun, for example, like Lita or Super Stacy to get you out of trouble, or like a Bianca, you bring one of those that can get you out of trouble. The rest you run all low, then just bring one acrobat and win with the low ones. Of course it's going to take a lot of time to do 200 matches. That's the point. I'm not doing 200 matches. I'm only missing one. I'm not doing 200 matches. I have other stuff I want to do with my time. Anyway, top 200 leaderboard for at least another 100 EO Sky damage control shards. That was in the earlier thing. Here's your point methods. Level up. So clicking the level up button on a 6-star, 2,000 points. Emerald token, 2,500. Modern era, 2 points. Acrobat, 2 points of talent up. You can double dip there. Health pack, 1 point. Max milestone, 10 million for your faction. Faction rewards. Ultimate, modern. Okay. So this is the first time it said women's division. So my guess is the ultimate straps are all men's except for this one in the faction. My guess. 8 more basic bags. 100 Bailey shards. That's a guess. Not inside info or anything, but that would be my assumption since this one specifies. Strap parts. Tier 5 medals. Prize wall coins. And then 3 legendary lady straps. Leaderboards. Looks like top 20 get 225, 20 to 40, 200, 41 to 60, 175, blah, blah, blah. First place is 500. And legendary modern era straps guaranteed bonus ladies division, women's. Limited time tour. What do we got in here? EO Sky. 10 10 10 1 tour. Any trickster. Seth Rollins, Undisputed Future, and Theory all day. So Trickster Seth and Theory. Yes, that looks like binary, absolutely. Dakota Kai. Everyone's got her. 8-Bit Tour. What? Why'd they name it that? I love that name. 8-Bit Tour? Alright. Decoder Tour. Bailey the Role Model. Which one is the role model? That's the tech, right? I think that's the tech. Yep, Greg Cherry, you do. And then Rhea Judgment Day. And then Sunday Challenge Tour. Hell is Becky Goat. Hard is Naomi Always Shine. Normal is Tech Ronda. Right? Baddest is Tech Ronda, I think. Because it's Control-Alt-Delete? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the prize wall medallions are in the EO tour. That's if you get EO. So the prize wall medallions are for getting EO. Just a heads up, those are in the EO one. So just so you know right now. One more premium bag, 5 more basics, 5 million points, and the feud booster. Premium content. Premium equals paid, just so you usually know. EO Sky damage control and collect all 3 Control-Alt medallion prize walls, and then you get some stuff to choose from. Ronda's jacket, La Famila. Which one is the tested loyalty? I know I don't call it tested loyalty, or I don't have it. Which one is the tested loyalty? Is that the NWO plate? Okay, yeah, NWO plate. Escape Artist, All Heart, Head Games, and the Sheik plate. Sheik plate's very nice. This one is super rare. This one is pretty rare. And this one might be rare depending on you. Sheik plate is, if you don't have one, probably the one I would go for. Yeah, let's go. So you need EO, PRK. EO lets you pick, it looks like, did I read this right? And price one with your choice. Items of your choice. It says plural, so maybe they have different costs. Head Games is kind of someone you can put on everyone. There's nobody that it's completely game breaking on. That I can think of, right? Like that, you know. Also, there's Tier 5 Fury medals, Ultimate Modern Era Power Strap, Legendary Goat Becky Strap, and Lita Strap. That's what the prize wall will have for getting EO. Nice bonus for those that get EO. 6-star bronze loot and more. Looks like... Oh! There's going to be, if you don't have Undisputed Future Tough, you can get them for $10 with 4 pulls, 10 million coin, 500 TP. It's kind of hard to argue with that. Kind of hard to argue with that. I spent $100 to guarantee myself Tough back in the day. Tough for $9. Your Sonic's floating right now. That's, you know, if you don't have Tough, it's hard. I wouldn't pass this up personally. He's a purple gem damage trainer. You get the pulls, you get the TP, you get the coin. This is a really good deal. Not gonna lie. To me, that's a really good deal. Alright. You're not going to use him other than requirements and the trainer, but I still think that's a really good deal. Control-Alt-Delete Shard Bag Medallions and Sunday offers, and redeem them for 1 million soul. What am I reading this wrong? And guaranteed Acrobat tokens with every pull? Does this sound like a special pull? Is this an extra thing you get from the bags? Clearly I haven't bought these, hoodie. What is it? The jack... I don't know what they are. I obviously haven't done them. So I actually don't know what they are. Are these the ones where you get the bonus points and then you like open the random bag up and you get like a chance at like different things? Okay, the bonus bags from... Okay. Gotcha. It's points or shards. It's like an extra thing. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Okay. Get more exclusives at WWEchampions.com. Obviously, you can tell I don't do those. I would love Stardust. Daddy, if you're listening, Furpo, can we make that happen? Can you talk? I know you're good personal friends with...
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Can you get him on the horn? And can we talk about Stardust? And I understand it was a rough time in his life, but if he looks back on it, I actually really enjoyed watching Stardust. Even if he didn't, I think Stardust meant a lot to a lot of different people, and somebody like myself would really like to play him. So, you know, Cody, you'd be doing Mherex Gaming a solid if you would just understand how much you meant to me as Stardust. Anyway, continuing on. Big Flecky.
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
You're not gonna miss anything, bud. Spoiler, but yes, he did mention Stardust. Okay. I mean, he's talked about Stardust in the past, too. Every $1 spent on the portal gives progress towards amazing milestone rewards, gets shards of EO, 500 shards. Oh. Extra shards of Rhea Judgment Day. You guys know I like guaranteed stuff. So I'm interested to see what the spend event on the portal is. Maybe get some double dipping. Throw those double dipping, because that's what the DD totally stands for. Emotes if you're a Mherex subscriber in the chat. Those of you that are there know what it is. Forum. Make sure and give your forum feedback. Destroyer knows what it is. Actually, I don't have a headache at all. This has been really good to me. Yes. He did at the opening WrestleMania when he came back. He did the Stardust cartwheel, which I loved. Stardust was amazing back in the day. Don't forget to go to the forum, leave your feedback on the event. DJ, how are you, man? What's up? I can start over in a second, bud. For you, I would. Sticky the Dragon and double dipping. Yeehaw. Get a chance to win 4-star gold EO just for leaving your thoughts. Try to give constructive feedback as it actually gets looked at. So yeah, that's your blog. Now, I'll give everybody an opportunity to ask questions, but just so you know...
It doesn't matter what you think!
Alright. What do people actually want to see again? Yeah, blame Sapper for the sound bites. Skier. I can go back up there. I mean, Kenny, it isn't always the most accurate thing, but it's nice to have an overview. That's kind of how I started looking at these. As an overview. The more accurate, the better. I mean, overall, you're gonna get somewhere. Honestly, before the Oklahoma Thunder.
Acknowledge me!
I will acknowledge you. Before the feud even goes up, guys, it's pretty much always the same. Depending on the faction you're in, depending on your spending levels, a feud character, I usually get 1,500 to 1,600 shards for, typically. Boss battle, it was 1,200. It went up this month, or the last few months where it was more. But typically, you know you're going to be in this range, and you know that ahead of time going in, or you should know, right? They're fairly similar. The tours change, the some of the ways you get the shards change, but that's just kind of in there. That's where it is. You're always going to have to do some spending or sacrifice your life and you know, not sleep and hang on every moment of feud to get it cheaper. Those are your options. There's like, a few people willing to do that. You gotta have a good roster too. But anyway. Faction events, we'll get there. I'll go through the bonus points again, or the ones that matter. Solo contest. Somebody asked about emerald tokens. So for free, these are the free rewards. Bronze tokens, 6-star bronze in the free. Coins, TP, and tokens. It didn't list the other tokens for free. I'm sure there are. I don't know which ones, and that could be completely wrong. But I would assume there will be some emerald tokens in the free portion. Paid portion has a metric butt ton of tokens. 39. Okay. I have zero issue with the 316 tours. There's 2 of them that are open, if I'm not mistaken, so. War score. 40 million caps it. And 2 ultimate straps, skill plate bag, 1 premium, 2 basics, 55,000 faction, 50 Rhea shards, 2,500 TP of each color, 15,000 total, 20k strap parts. Superstar competition, here's your requirements. EO, Judgment Day Rhea, Queen Zelina, Pop Bliss, Lita Showboat, Becky Lynch Goat, that's Trickster, Tech Ronda, Showboat Naomi, any Bailey, any Bianca, any Asuka. If you have all 10, you're 1 million over. If you have 9 and one of them is Rhea, you have enough. If you have 9 and one isn't Rhea, you're 1 million short. 5,000 points for each of them. And faction contest. Somebody asked about this one. Level up, 6-star superstar. I believe that's a click per level, 2,000 points. Emerald token, 2,500. Double dip with any modern era acrobat for 4 points per talent. Otherwise, 2 individual modern / acrobat, 1 per health point. And there's 55k points in the war score. So that's, you need to do 100,000 for your faction minimum. You get 55k for doing 15 million in war score, which means you have to make up 45k with this. So you can level up a 6-star by clicking the level up button 22 times, or you could evolve a couple people, or you could do 6k, 5,500k in modern era acrobat talent up. Not that much. Plus there's health packs. That doesn't seem too bad, to be honest. Actually, it's a shorter weekend if you're missing them, Zai. The more you're missing, the less you need to play. What's up, bud? It's in my wallet, in my backpack, where it always is. The Vikings one is fine. Yep.
Do you want
anything? Probably. Some sugar-free drink that's got caffeine would be great.
Okay.
Like, or mostly sugar-free, maybe a Kickstart or, something like that.
Okay. Flavors that you hate?
I mean, I'm fine with orange, cherry, grape.
Okay.
Lemon, lime, all that. Hey, Marvelous.
Anything hot food, or are you good?
Nah, I don't need any food, thanks.
Alright.
Appreciate it, bud.
Yeah, no problem.
So, faction rewards are right here. 8 basics. A guaranteed ultimate. This is big. I hope I roll something neat. Midnight Flavor does slap. You're not wrong. Limited time tours. Here's the tour Rex. Seth Rollins or Theory. Dakota Kai. Tech Bailey. Rhea Judgment Day. And then the challenge is Tech Ronda on normal. Showboat Naomi on hard. Becky Lynch on hell for the CSS. Right on, Baby Ice. I got you, fam. So yeah. This is what's on the tour. The premium ones are if you get EO. And then you get your pick of skill plate. So somebody asked me on my stream today about spending money. And I said, wait for an event where you have like a chance at a plate or something. So if you know you're going to get 1,500 EO shards and there's a spend event, he was talking about spending a significant amount, by the way. This would be the kind of event I was talking about. You got to see when it goes live, though. Don't just assume you can make it. But if you're a significant amount kind of spender, but you pick your spots, this is one of those spots when it's much smarter to pick your spot, assuming you can get EO, right? So you'd want to wait to see that. But then, you know, you get something on top of it. It's not, a lot of times for events, you just get the character. You don't necessarily get extra stuff. This is only talking towards big spenders, doesn't apply to myself or most of you. But he's asking me about spending. I don't know if he's in here. I'm not going to say his name because there's a lot of people. But if you are in here, wait to see how you're going to do. But this is more like one of the ones that likely would be one of those times that are better than others, depending. Yeah. Oh, no, that's fine, bud. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I can take a couple minutes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Big Flecky. I actually did that on a video once. Also, this deal is pretty great. As far as a more rare superstar, he's not going to change your life. Although he is a purple gem damage trainer, he's just rare. So if you're a Tough fan, you're probably not really going to use him. But if you're a Seth fan, he's a unicorn for a lot of people. You get pulls with it. I actually think this is a pretty good deal. So that's kind of cool. All right, anything else on the blog? But I will show you guys what Big Flecky's talking about. As soon as I tab over, I'm not going to tab back. You can just wait for it to go live. So last chance. Last chance. We're going to be done. You're going to be done. What about the tours, Big Love? What about them? Which leaderboard, Kenny? There's a bunch of them. Yes. I think there are in the chest. The tour. Here's your tours again. Bill's Mafia. Technically, everyone has the chance to do these. Same when G did it. It's always been open to rotate if somebody wants to, right? So like, if I said to Furpo, I want to do the blogs, and Goldie wants to do the blogs, we would just take turns, right? It's always been open to anyone. We just take turns. It was the same way with G. I said at the start of this, Goldie had said earlier in the week she couldn't do it, and she tagged if people were available. Nobody responded, so I told Furpo if no one responds, I would do it. Full disclosure, I've tried to have fun today with it. Tried to like more mess with the people who want me to read the blog early and put everything on their timeline. So I've tried to have fun with it. Threw some sound bits in there so I could have some fun with it. Because it's not something I have enjoyed at all in the past. But I think it's maybe good for the game, and I actually had kind of fun today. So whatever, you know, we'll do that, right? You will have to put up with some of my nonsense. I understand I am certainly not going to be everybody's favorite, and that's okay. I don't need to be. I don't try to be Gerson. I don't try to be Goldie. I don't try to be Davey. I try to be Mherex, and that's either good enough for people or it's not. If it's good enough for you, excellent. If it's not, well, guess what?
It doesn't matter what you think.
Kind of how I feel. So, either way, you're going to get your information. It's just on my time. Somebody asked about CSS ones again, I think. So, again, EO, Rhea, Queen Zelina, Pop Bliss, that's Striker, Showboat Lita, Trickster Becky, Tech Rhonda, Showboat Naomi, any Bailey, any Bianca, any Asuka. You want Cable to read the blogs. Furpo probably doesn't want Cable to read the blogs. War Score Leaderboard, I think, was asked about. Where is that one? Here you go. Doesn't really list what's up top. Looks like first place is a big fat 4.375 million, and you can see what it goes down to with War Score. Eagles Dawn. Yes, I'm like John Cena. You can't see me. You don't like me, but you can't help but watch me. Yeah, that's, you know what?
And his name is John C.
Yeah, it's not chat versus Mherex, it's chat versus the sound. That, you know, honestly, I figured the soundboard would make it so I wasn't snarky. And I could just do stuff like this.
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
Or like this.
You're gonna ask me a bunch of questions? Is that what you were gonna do?
Or like this.
What?
Hey, Gerson, how are you? Speaking of G, how are you, G? Welcome in. Always good to see you, man. The often imitated, never duplicated Gerson. There was one person today who very much said they wanted you back doing the blogs instead of me. I made him wait for over an hour. To be fair, I started an hour earlier than normal, though. So I think that's fine. Acro Bianca shards? Yes. So she's in here, which typically, that, as far as I know, always means they're in the shards. So whoever asked about Acro Bianca is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only one? I mean, maybe I did okay then, right? Was there any last questions on the blog before I go back to the game? And I actually managed to kill almost 2 hours this way. Wow, look at that. About right on time. G's always lurking, Oklahoma Thunder. You never know when he's there. I mean, Bianca Acro is very good. Very good. I think that was everybody's questions. Anyway, the blog will probably be up very soon. I mean, Hal, I'm not sure, but if I was going to say why, my answer would probably be so everybody just doesn't get them, right? I mean, like, you know, that would probably be my answer. I'm pretty sure the design isn't for everyone to get every poster every time. Call me crazy. But it's a guess. And I honestly don't think that's a bad thing. You can debate, like, about the ways you should get them, how often they should be there. But I was talking about this my other day on stream. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about it now since no one is forced to be here at this point. Not that you're ever forced, because about the time this was done, you could just read it yourself. But people were talking about, we were talking about free-to-play. This is your free-to-play now. This is your free-to-play now. This is your free-to-play now. Dakota's ridiculous. You go back 3 years ago, the free-to-play were unfreaking playable. On top of that, look at the coaches on most of these free-to-play. This turns another free-to-play amazing, even better. You can hit for 13 million turn 1 in feud with Cena now. Right? You've never gotten more for just logging in and playing the game. Go back 3 years, trying to start. You couldn't even do daily tours. Now you just can click them. You literally couldn't even do daily tours. The game is way, way better for free to play and way, way better for new players than it was 3 years ago. It's much easier, much better, right? And you hear people talk and they're like, this game just gets worse and worse and worse all the time. What world are you living in? Like, seriously. What? Remember, maybe, I don't know, maybe my roster's in a different spot. I used to spend way more than I spend now. Legitimately, I was spending $200 every month, without question, every month. And I never had extra resources, like ever. I spend less and I do stupid crap like this. Hey, 2 times Tapjoy. Speaking of free stuff that you can get, I do stupid stuff like this. Now, granted, this month's coin is crazy expensive. You got to be a little bit more careful, it looks like. They're maybe going to reel some of that back in. But 6-star is super expensive to level up, so you can't just willy-nilly... Like, you want to max a 6-star, it's a metric crap ton of coin, right? Somebody like I don't have max... Oh, he's maxed because I did it for boss battle. You. Oh, why are you maxed? Oh, I think I did it for boss battle too, whatever. You? Alright, apparently I maxed a bunch of them. Not you. Alright, you too. Not you. Yeah, okay. 151 million. That's a lot. I've not heard anything about more leagues, to be honest. Yeah, was it 19 million for 4 levels? Okay, yeah, Ghost. What I'm saying is, like, honestly, you can compete. I don't, Eagle's Dawn, I don't use a drip plate competitively. Just have one for previews. Corbin doesn't even need a strap to beat you. Zombie Dom doesn't need a drip plate. Zianka doesn't need one. Lita doesn't need one. You know, there's a ton of stuff. Ridge is better, honestly, with a Titan than a drip, and a Titan you can get for free. He's better with a Titan than a drip. I mean, like, X-Pac is actually really good as well. Gets overshadowed by Dom. He was free. Really good. Triple Black is solid. There's just a ton of really good options. You can feud well. You can, I mean, like, you do get more resources for sure when you spend. You get better things when you spend, but you can still do everything in the game. And you got to have something for spending, or what's the point in spending? And if people don't spend, you don't have a game, you know? The only reason we have a game is because people spend, because you get to play for free. So, yeah. I think, honestly, the game is in a good spot, like, for what you get free. And they're compared to the field, maybe you get a lot for spending, yeah. It's interesting, sometimes the smaller or medium spends maybe don't make as much sense. So what I typically tell people is if you're spending $20 a pop, save up. That's what I tend to do more now, is I'll save that $20 multiple times and then use it for a bigger buy. That needs to be addressed, I would say, Bricky, for sure. If there's a blitz thing for League Up, because we don't have very many regular blitzes anymore, that probably could use addressed. Yeah, I don't remember that one, to be honest. I don't know if it was in the League 21. Let me look. Was it? Yeah, they looks like they took it out of the League 20, so there was none in that one. Oh, back then compared to now? Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You used to have to run a lot of blitzes. Absolutely. Now it's just some feuds and stuff. They removed it? Okay. I was like, I don't remember that in the new ones. So yeah, I mean, like, can you always find stuff to complain about? Yes. Is there sometimes legitimate gripes? Sure. But I mean, like, overall, if you're just mad all the time, why are you playing? Like, don't ruin other people's fun. That's kind of how I look at it. Is there stuff? I mean, I always want more, right? That's human nature. I want more. I want more free. And I want events where, like, okay, because I'm personally willing to spend, like, let's say I'm personally willing to spend $40 to get something great, right? So to me, any event when I can spend $40 and get something great is automatically great, right? Because I'm willing to spend 40. But what about the person who's only willing to spend 10? He probably doesn't think that's a great event. The person that's willing to spend 100 on a great event for something great thinks it's a great event. The person that's spending 40 doesn't think it's great. It's all kind of relative, right? Like, we all have a different idea of what's good and what's not. Like, and people tend to say, like, this event, that it's a whale event. The current one, I talked about this, I don't know if I did on this or my stream, one or the other. And they're like, it's a whale only event. And I'm like, brother, if you're a whale and you got everybody, you're not even spending, you don't want anything from this event. You're not getting anything great. Like, legitimately, you're getting some resources like everybody else. It's just you're getting maybe a few more, but you spend a lot more. But if you got the Austins, you don't care about the Austins on the prize wall because you got them. You know? So it's kind of interesting what people think. And people spend a lot of time thinking about what they don't have and other people do have. Like, who cares if somebody's got a better roster than me? I don't need to get mad at them. You know? Whatever. They got a better roster than me. I'll just tell myself they spent for it. And then I won't feel bad at all. So in this game, I would say if you're spending $100 a week plus, I would consider you a whale. That's probably at the very low end, though, because most weekends that's not getting you the card. So I would say most whales, it's probably 300-400. And Kai said card, I meant poster. Don't find me, Furpo.
What?
Right? Yeah, there you go. You can read the blog post if you want on your own. It does matter how long you've been playing as well, Bill's Mafia, right? Because I have a pretty big roster. And I was telling somebody this earlier. If you look at the top of my roster, I'll tell you who is from pulls. Shards, Shard Recruit, Shard Recruit, Shard Recruit, Feud Reward, so not pulls, Shard Recruit, Shard Recruit, Shard Recruit, Shard, 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 guaranteed in an event, Goat,
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
Shard, 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 Shard. Actually, I don't, was this Shards back then? Probably. Shard, 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 free, Shard, Shard. He was from doing talent up, not pulls. Shard, 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 Shard. I don't have a single 6-star that was a pull, except for Macho, and he was the guaranteed 6-star. Right? Like, none of these guys were pulls. Not a single one. I didn't get them from doing pulls. They're all Shard recruits. So the 0 Shard guys, if you take out for a while when I was feuding for leaderboards, if you take those guys out, the only one I've gotten is Mherex, where I got lucky, right? Otherwise, like, check this stuff out. 0. 0. Who else we got? 0. 0. Right? Like, so most of it is just time. He was a 0 Shard recruit, still don't have him. It's just you play the long game, right? Like, so Andre, for example, 1635. Probably won't get him for 6 months to a year. Cross. Same thing. Then you take somebody like Might. If I get really lucky, I'm 105 shards away. There's a lot of the basic bags. If I hit her shards a couple times, I'll recruit her this month. She'll likely be 1 to 3 months. Right? Like, that's just kind of the way it works. You basically, the spenders tend to pay for early access, is essentially what you're doing, right? Otherwise, fight for every shard you can get, and it's really just a long view game. Eventually you get them. It's not really FOMO. The only ones you don't get are the 0 shard releases, and you have to spend like crazy for those too. But otherwise, eventually you get the stuff. 0. You know what I mean? So, like, unless I get lucky, I'll probably never get him, or they all of a sudden start putting his shards in loot. But really, guys, people get really worried about a ton of stuff that kind of doesn't matter. You don't need Hall of Fame Macho to compete at Acrobat. You don't need Zombie HBK, Umaga, Cross, Brock. These are guys you don't need. Cody, do you want them? Sure. Do you need them? Heck no. Right? You can still play and have fun. So, like, I try and focus more on what I do have than what I don't have, and what I can get than what I can't get. And I found since they started doing that, the game is way more fun, and I'm playing it at my pace and for my reasons than letting other people dictate my gameplay, right? Like, I don't, somebody will like tell you you need a character, and really, if you look at it, nah, you don't. It does need Stardust, 100%. But yeah, I don't have a drip plate I use competitively, literally just for previews. I don't need one, right? I literally don't. Would it be nice? Yes. So full disclosure, Dakota's the first time I've ever really wanted one bad, because she was fun to play with the drip plate. I wouldn't put it on Hall of Fame Andre because I just don't care. I wouldn't put it on Alexa Bliss because I don't care. Might put it on Bianca, except for Dakota. It was just plain fun. And now I really want a drip plate because I liked playing her. I like that she's a free poster. That can be awesome. Yes, it needs a paid item to be that good. However, she's going to 6 even without one, and I will use her even without one, right? So, you know, and I'll have fun with it. Like, that's why some of the stuff I've done is just stupid, because I wanted to have fun that day. I wanted to have fun, so I did this stupid thing. Very stupid, don't do it. He's not good. Yeah, trainers, yes. Trainer often, it makes more difference to me than the fighters. Polly, you just did ask. So every Monday stream too, that I do, we talk about the weekend review, kind of what happened, check at on the forum and see what people thought about it. And usually, Scopely, Furpo, sometimes other people are watching then, or they watch it back later for the stuff that you guys say in the chat. Honestly, your best thing you can do is go to the forum and make a post about that, and then tell your friends, right? I can ask them anything and it doesn't matter, because there's no data to back up anything I say. If 1,000 people comment on something on the forum, that's a lot of data, right? If 500 do, that's a lot of data for them to go through. Your best way to get your stuff out there is for you to go to the portal and make a post on it, the forum, I mean, and make a post on it. And then tell your friends, your faction mates, and share it around when you're done. Honestly, the best way to get stuff done. Most of the stuff, like, I think people think content creators have a lot bigger role behind the scenes than we do. I get a superstar early, and by early, usually, if they're not in the game, if you can't see their poster in the game, we don't have them. When the poster's in the game, usually we get them sometime close to then, and we make a preview, and that's cool. We get to play with them. Almost never, typically ever, do I have any information early. Today's blog, I got 30 minutes or so before I streamed, right? So, yeah, I mean, like, really, we don't do a lot that way. Once a month they have a call with us usually, and we don't have to join. Not all of the content creators do. I try to be on that one every month, and they ask our feedback on things, and we share things like that. So what I've shared in the past is I myself dislike trivia very much, but some people use it a lot. So my suggestion was to have a month-long blitz that had a reward claim on the portal, so you had to go to the portal, which is kind of the point of trivia, right? Where after you do X amount of blitzes, you get web coins, right? All month long. And that blitz is there. It's a way for people to blitz, have something to do in the game, a way to earn web coins that isn't trivia, it's actually playing the game. And I suggest that and kind of follow up every few months on it. I don't know that it'll ever happen, but that's something that I actually think would be cool. Like this last one, what did we talk about? We've talked a lot about UI changes in the past. Goldie brought up limited faction boss to level 8 when to join with your friends in the global. It's limited to level 8. She brought that up this last week, wanting it to be higher. Great idea, right? Like, so the UI stuff has been talked about. Part of what you see is stuff like that was talked about, suggested in those meetings. where we kind of give feedback like that live, and that's a really good thing that they've been doing for a while now, and we get to be part of that. But that's like once a month. We hangers, it's always the same, right, Bricky? It's so hangers are so dumb. At some point, I would just rather not have them in the game than be annoyed about them, right? The old gears, I think, is something that they could certainly do something better with, and that should be a forum post with ideas, not just, oh, this sucks, we don't have gears, but offer solutions, right? What would your realistic solution be? And then also keep in mind too, right? Like, so there's people that like the big comment I heard when there was the post about fixing. Also, this is actually kind of cool. Maybe you noticed, maybe you didn't, but this is cool. There was the post on the forum rather, about characters and how bad they look. And interestingly enough, Cody was one of them. And if you look at Cody now, hey, look at that. Now, I want to piggyback on this. A comment I heard a lot is this: why are they trying to fix the way Cody looks when there are other bigger problems? The people that work on this are not the people that work on that. So with everything in the game, it costs resources for them to do. Not every resource is able to be worked on by every team. For example, the art team doesn't code. The coding team doesn't art. Yep, she was one of them in the post, Roger. Right? So just because something like this is being worked on doesn't mean the thing you think is more important isn't being worked on because of it. Does that make sense? Skier, I had a comment, a suggestion for that a long time ago. My comment was, I want managers in the game. I would implement that. How I would do that? One-time use, essentially think of it like a free one-time use prop. So you equip Paul Heyman to your guy. Only works on offense, so you never get screwed on defense, right? So you don't go at someone who's got their coach on, whatever you want to call it, their manager on, and then you have a guaranteed dodge because the AI decides to use it. Not that kind of thing, right? But one-time use, only on offense. So I'm on offense, and it's like a shot to the groin, and it drops them and it goes into an automatic pin. So for somebody that can't cause a pin, that would be a great manager, right? You have them drained and you want a pin, or a guaranteed kick out. So like it's a distraction, or the manager pulls their foot on the rope, and then we could get Heyman, we could get Paul Bearer, all these different things, all these different managers, Bobby the Brain. There's a list of probably hundreds, right? And it would just be like a one-click, once per use thing. Maybe it buffs your gem damage by like 10%. Something like that, right? And that would be super cool. Mr. Fuji, Sherry, Miss Elizabeth, right? It wouldn't be game breaking. You wouldn't want it to be game breaking, but it would be fun, and it would be great if like you could see the manager do this distraction or whatever it was, right? And that's a neat idea. I'm sure that would take a ton of resources, but I also think it would be super slick. It would be really cool, and I think that would be fun. That's something I've suggested before or talked about on stream. I don't know if I've ever specifically suggested that to the team, but I've definitely talked about it on stream many, many times. I can't remember if I suggested it to the team or not, but I think that would be cool. So I think I'm going to call that a stream for today, guys. Interestingly enough, we do have somebody that is a WWE wrestler that is streaming. And I find it very fitting that this streamer is streaming, considering she's this month's freebie. So Dakota Kai is streaming Last of Us Part 2 right now. So I think we should raid her. She streams under the name Charlie Girl, if you didn't know. So we're going to go ahead and raid Dakota Kai. And you guys can hang out there and see what she's doing. Yeah, so if you didn't know, she just you can follow her and then she'll be on your list. But yeah, she streams under Charlie Girl. So you'll be able to chat in Dakota Kai's stream. I was probably follower only chat. I can't remember. But yeah, Thanks for being on, guys. I had a fun time tonight. Hope you did too. And, you know, hopefully I don't have to do a ton of blogs and stuff. Oh, let me see. I might have one thing sounds like I had a great idea, but it would be a licensing nightmare. Apparently somebody from Scopely was listening, but licensing would be very hard. That explains it. A lot of things come down to licensing, and that's way over my head, right? So yeah, we're gonna raid her up, and you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for being on. I appreciate all of you, and had a really good time. So see you Monday. I stream every Monday 5 to 7 on the Champs channel. My channel, so not 5 to 7, I'm sorry, 3 to 5 on the Champs channel Pacific, and the same channel every other day of the week. Same time the rest of the week on my channel, just not the weekends. I take those off. Charlie girl. Let's see if I can spell this raid right. If you don't know how to raid, all you do is stay here. It'll take care of itself. Yeah, I'll be streaming on my channel tomorrow, 3 to 5. 100%.
Ellie, breathe. Who's the other person? Show yourself, fool. Oh, I can't believe I did that to the dog. Oh my god, I hate myself. Any loot? I'm just running around in circles. Why? What is there? Was there a are you kidding me? I just... Oh my god. I hate myself. I didn't hear the raid. I hate myself. Thank you, WWE Champions, for the raid. The worst time. I did not. This is not. I didn't mean to do that. Thank you for the raid, though. I hate that it automatically does melee to the dogs. Please, for the love of God, game. I'm gonna get mad again. I'm gonna get literally mad. But thank you for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. My name's Charlie. For those of you who don't know, we're playing The Last of Us 2. And I hate that they use dogs in this game. Unless you're petting the dog or the dog is your friend and your pet, they should not be here. Jesse shot a dog? Oh, puppy, just... Oh my god. Maybe I should keep walking, actually, because he's gonna get my scent. He's gonna get my scent, and he's probably... Oh, I could totally have gotten away without killing... Like, that was definitely 100% instinct. I did not mean to do that. Why is this game like this? Why you do that? Where's the other? Where'd he go? Where is he? Go away! Go! Oh my god! Baby, go home! Please! I love you! Please! Don't! Please! The music. Jesse was shooting the dog? Jesse, don't do it. Let him live. He doesn't know what he's doing. Alright, time to get him off our trail. You freaking kidding me, bro? I should just keep going. Jesse, don't do it. Jesse, don't do it.